Welcome to Asian Star Trend. I'm Hannah, and today we've got some hot and trending news to share with you. When love needs no filters, Zhai Yiying and Zhao Zhendong's viral wedding photos that moved millions in a digital world saturated with airbrushed fantasies and picture-perfect illusions. One unexpected wedding shoot has quietly redefined what it means to capture love. The photos of rising short drama stars Zhai Yiying and Zhao Zhendong, raw, unedited, and breathtakingly real, have taken the internet by storm. There's no golden hour lighting, no couture gowns, no stage perfection. Instead, there's sunlight pouring through messy hair, a laugh caught mid-burst, and eyes that speak louder than any caption ever could. What makes these images unforgettable isn't technical excellence, it's emotional truth. Every frame whispers intimacy. There's a hand gently reaching for another, a soft gaze exchanged between moments, and a vulnerability that feels almost too honest for a public stage. Viewers have been quick to respond. "It feels like I'm intruding on something sacred," one comment reads. Others say it reminded them of the kind of love they used to believe in before social media made it look unattainable. The power of these photos lies in their simplicity. Zhai and Zhao, known for their strong on-screen chemistry, have managed to blur the line between fiction and reality. Whether this is performance or personal truth is almost irrelevant. What matters is how it makes us feel in a time when love often comes with filters. This unfiltered glimpse into tenderness invites us to believe again, to hope again, and to remember, sometimes the most beautiful stories are the ones told without trying to impress, just to express. A love story told in unscripted frames. Zhai Yiying, with her calm gaze and quiet strength, and Zhao Zhendong, the boy with sunshine in his smile, come not from privilege or fame, but from the kind of ordinary backgrounds that make their story feel all the more extraordinary. Their journey began in the hallways of university, not with grand gestures, but with small, everyday moments that slowly stitched them together. From admiration to dependence, from comfort to commitment, their love unfolded quietly, naturally. When it came time to capture their wedding, they rejected the gloss of a traditional celebrity shoot. No designer gowns, no pre-planned poses, no carefully orchestrated lighting. "Just watch us," they told the photographer. What followed wasn't a photo session, it was a lived-in memory, documented as it happened. One photo shows Yiying crouched under a tree, fixing Zhao's belt as sunlight dances through the leaves. It's a moment most people would overlook, but in its quiet intimacy, it speaks volumes. Another image, perhaps the most talked about, captures a spontaneous summer downpour. Zhao, without hesitation, slips off his coat and covers Yiying's damp dress. She laughs. He smiles. They don't notice the camera. These aren't just pictures. They're reminders of what love looks like when it isn't trying to be perfect. Their story isn't made for tabloids or trending charts. It's made for anyone who still believes love is found in the unsaid, the unplanned, and the unfiltered. A reminder that the most moving love stories are the ones that never needed a script. Why these photos went viral in a world where wedding photos are often overproduced to the point of fantasy, Zhai Yiying and Zhao Zhendong chose a different path, one that felt like a quiet rebellion against industry norms. No grand villas or exotic destinations. No stylists, no makeup teams. Just natural light, everyday settings, and raw, unfiltered emotion. Their chosen locations were beautifully mundane, a courtyard bathed in afternoon sun, an old campus bench that once heard their first conversations, a narrow alley echoing with childhood memories. The couple didn't pose for the camera, they simply lived in front of it, and the internet responded. Enthusiastically, comments poured in by the thousands. "This is the love we want." Their photos don't just show faces, they show heartbeats. "I cried, not from sadness, but because it felt so real." There's a universal longing in all of us for authenticity, for intimacy, for love that doesn't need to perform. These photos didn't promise a fairy tale, they offered something even rarer, truth. What made the images go viral wasn't their technical brilliance or composition, it was their emotional honesty. Zhai and Zhao reminded viewers of what love looks like when it's stripped of performance. And in doing so, they didn't just share memories, they reignited hope. The power of simplicity. There's a quiet kind of magic in the ways Zhai Yiying and Zhao Zhendong interact, unspoken, unforced, and deeply felt. A soft glance while fixing a collar. a shared smile that only the two of them understand. In every frame, their body language speaks volumes, gently reminding us, love doesn't need extravagance to be real, but simplicity doesn't mean their journey was effortless. Like any couple, they've weathered storms, emotional, financial, even literal ones. Yet, instead of grand declarations, it's the quiet gestures that define their bond. Holding each other through long nights. Sharing warmth in the cold. Offering silence when words aren't enough. These moments aren't dramatic, but they're deeply human. In an age obsessed with more, their story offers something rare, the courage to embrace less. To choose presence over perfection, sincerity over spectacle. It's this authenticity that struck a chord with viewers. One netizen captured it best: "Their love makes me believe that simple can be extraordinary," and maybe that's the true takeaway. In the end, it's not about how dazzling your love looks to the world, but how deeply it feels to the two who live it. A mirror for all of us. In an era where love is often curated for likes and filtered for perfection, the wedding photos of Zhai Yiying and Zhao Zhendong offer something radically different: truth. Unvarnished, unpolished, and profoundly moving, their images serve as a mirror reflecting not just their story, but our collective yearning for something more genuine. There are no over-the-top proposals. No designer gowns or lavish venues. And that's precisely what makes their story so compelling, because what they give us is a reminder: true love isn't loud, it's steady, it doesn't perform, it simply exists. It doesn't need to shine, it already glows in their ordinary gestures. Laughing in the rain, holding hands without fanfare. We see what so many have forgotten: love isn't about aesthetics, it's about connection. About building something real in the quiet, in the chaos, and in the in-between. These photos challenge us to reconsider the way we define romance. What if love wasn't about showing the world, but about showing up for each other? Zhai and Zhao's story isn't just theirs, it belongs to anyone who's ever believed in love without labels, love without filters. It's a gentle, powerful invitation to stop chasing perfection and start cherishing the imperfect, beautiful soul standing beside us. A viral phenomenon and a gentle revolution. What began as a quiet photo series has become something bigger, a movement. Zhai Yiying and Zhao Zhendong's unfiltered wedding photos haven't just gone viral, they've ignited a soft, soul-stirring revolution across the internet. Couples everywhere are pausing to rethink, what does real love look like for us? Some have started reposting their own candid moments. Others are promising to skip the filters and let their wedding day unfold naturally. It's a collective exhale, a shift away from performance and toward presence in a digital world that rushes, stages, and retouches everything. This couple reminds us, ordinary love becomes extraordinary when it's real. The final message to Zhai Yiying and Zhao Zhendong: thank you for showing us what love looks like when it's not trying to prove anything. Your photos, unguarded and pure, have done more than just capture a moment. They've restored faith in what love can be. And to every reader, if you've ever wondered whether sincere, grounded love still exists, this is your sign to believe again. Let this story be more than just something you scroll past. Leave a comment. Share your own story. Or simply hold your partner a little closer tonight. In a world that often forgets how to feel, every like, every share, every heartfelt word helps keep authenticity alive. We'll see you in the next story. Until then, may your own be filled with truth, simplicity, and the kind of love that doesn't need to shout to be heard.